I just want to make a video exposing Stray Kids again, okay? But this time, like, proof that K-pop is really satanic, just like Hollywood, and anything of this world is, belongs to Satan. Most uh, that is, promoted, loved by the world so much. Anyways, so, um, I think, K-pop is, not an A-list actor, you know, just like Hollywood, but they do, influence Asia, so it's quite satanic. So, anyways, K-pop is idolatry, okay, and it's an abomination to God, and anyone that does these things, they're cursed. And if they don't repent, when God comes back, they will go to hell, just like these K-pop idols. These K-pop idols, they sold their souls, and first of all, they're not humans and they're tears, okay? They're half human, half angels, and their souls came from, the souls from those giants, those Nephilims who are half human, half angels, abomination, and they're demons, okay? They're not humans, so bad company corrupts good character. That's why we should not have anything to do with them. Rebuke those things, and stay away from it. And also give them your money and attention. Like, why would you give money and attention? Do not give love to the enemy, okay? Everyone is so in love with Apollyon. These people, they worship Apollyon and the Antichrist, and you don't want to be part of those plagues, and that God will give to the whore. So, anyways, do not have anything to do with the world, okay? Separate yourselves from the world, or you too will you know be punished and be considered as a hypocrite by God. So, anyways, Stray Kids elevator. Anyways, before I expose K-pop, I repent to God a lot of times about K-pop idolatry. I didn't really idolize those things. I was brainwashed. Okay, there's so many wolves in sheep's clothing everywhere. They that um you know, God said that they will these antichrists, these false prophets, they will deceive even the very elect. Okay, but I repented of all my sins, and I'm now focused and on fire for God. I have the burning passion to expose it and just live for God. Okay, so I don't want anything to do with evil, and I know God will protect me. Okay. Um. Anyways, I'm just gonna expose this. I'm not gonna be scared anymore to expose these demons. Uh, you know, um, the first of all, Stray Kids, that group is, satanic. Okay, there's no such thing as a non-satanic K-pop group. They're all demons. They all worship the Antichrist, Apollyon, and they're sending a lot of people to hell, especially their fans. All their songs are, having so much subliminal messaging. Okay, and also I just want to mention I'm not a fan of any K-pop group, any BTS, Blackpink, or any K-pop group that exists in this world. Fuck all of them. I hate all of them. Do not give them, uh, money and attention. They're all clout chasers, and they will even murder people to get money. So they're disgusting, just like Hollywood. It's K-pop is just Hollywood, okay? It's just a branch in Korea. Anyway, Stray Kids Elevator MV. Just looking at the thumbnail, um, there's already a satanic symbolism on it, and also the title itself, Hell Elevator. Just the first song that they released, they already know that they're going to hell because they choose this path, okay? And the as above so below symbolism, yeah, it's purely satanic, okay? And they really love the color purple, okay? I'm pretty sure the color purple actually means royalty to these things, which means they think that they are kings and queens. They're part of the satanic bloodline, okay? And they're not humans, so yeah. Anyways, elevator, yeah, as opposed to this is the symbolism of it. It's very satanic. And also, yeah, the purple lavender. I'm pretty sure this means that these are the tears. It's like they're saying they're the tears. Okay. And also the song is about every especially in this Disney, Hollywood things. They start off innocent and cute, but then they, move to a ladder, a stair where there's a way for you to become a Freemason, to become, really rich and powerful. So I'm gonna say a lot of them are very desperate to, get money and attention because they have to do some rituals to get to where they are. And, um, every single one of them are, attention seeking whores. They're, narcissistic and, wants money and attention. And, since it's already bad enough, a real human having, sinful thoughts and sin, what more can these tears do? It's way more worse, like, worse. But, um, they are just evil, okay? So, anyways, Spread My Wings, their song, okay, this was posted, some their songs, uh, this was released like 8 years ago, and probably around 2018, which means that the group itself, it's already satanic, and people will say, oh, they're not really satanic, it's just, it was, even they're just innocent, like even their first music video, it doesn't have any satanic and Illuminati symbolism to it. They're not sellouts. No, they are already sellouts once they you know um take the contract, sign a contract to become a K-pop idol, Korean K-pop idol in the Korean industry. They're already sellouts, and also their very existence themselves, they're not humans, okay? Just look at their faces. They all look the same. They're all cloned, and they're all IVF babies, okay? Their parents are probably IVF babies themselves. They're demons themselves, have the Nephilim demon spirit. Okay, they're not humans. They don't have souls. Only God can give a human a soul, and they're demons. They're tears. Okay, they are human-sized Nephilims or giants, and you should not have anything to do with these things. Okay, I would never have anything to do with these things. You know. And anyways, oh my goodness, the noise campaign is just so unbearable. My neighbors. Anyways, back to the video. Um, this one was released 7 years ago. Spread My Wings actually means it's them talking, right, talking to it right in your face, that they're saying that we're not humans, okay? We are half human, half angels, fallen angels, not those pure angels by God, those fallen angels that sided with Satan to rebel against God, and they were punished. And anyways, God took away their beauty, but they Satan and his demons, they masquerade as an angel of light. So they try to make themselves, um, they're succubus demons. They incubus demons. They try to do things to make people sin by doing this lustful things to entice people to sin. Anyways, pretty sure this is satanic, and also like their dance steps. It's actually it has a lot of satanic meaning, and I'm pretty sure that they're imitating Jesus Christ, being crucified at the cross. A lot of you know especially in Hollywood and in K-pop, they do a lot of these things. They're mocking God, okay? They're mocking God's crucifixion. It's fucking disgusting, okay? And fans would say that, oh, they first started as innocent, and they just slowly got corrupted because they were forced by their company. No, they willingly um choose this thing, okay, for money and attention. There's no excuse for people to say that they are innocent, okay? They know what they're doing, okay? And you know and them saying they're ignorant, no, they're not. They know what they're doing, okay? And the lyrics is also like disgusting. I want to fly with my young wings, spread my wings, a Yeah, they know, okay, that they're fallen angels. Anyways, a lot of the music that they really promote, like um, this Stray Kids Disney right 9 music video. I never really wanted to watch these music videos, but since I need to, do, I feel like God is making me do this so that I can expose evil. Okay, Stray Kids have become so famous, especially in the media, and I need to expose them. Okay, God tells us to expose these things. Okay, there's still a lot of people who are deceived. Okay, and you know um they're some people, real humans, are um tricked, okay, into idolizing these things. That's why we need to rescue other sheep, tell them to do not love the world nor the things of the world, because if you love the world, it's like having enmity with God. Okay, do not go against God. Okay, so anyways, a lot of the music videos, I'm not just talking about Stray Kids, all K-pop groups in general. Okay, it has a lot of subliminal messaging that is satanic, and also they do predictive programming so that they will not get their karma. Okay, they believe in this karmic release thing, but I've seen it a lot. I'm pretty sure they're being punished. Okay, they think that they're slick. They think that they can get away with a lot of these freemians, since they think that well, we have an even plan for the world and for the people, but we're gonna tell you our plan so that um we will not get our karma, because we already said you the truth, but in subliminal way, you'd have to decipher it yourself. And but anyways, God is still gonna punish these things. They really think that they can get away with all the evil things that they did. But anyways, uh how about this thing? Okay, I'm pretty sure it's not just predictive programming, it's also their way of um making people be influenced into partaking in this evil, be influenced into accepting abominations and disgusting things. Okay, to make people sin, and it's disgusting. Anyways, I really don't like to use the word karma, because that's a Buddhist word, and and that belief is actually just stolen from the Bible, and these Buddhists claim it as their own. And Buddhism is a satanic religion. Anything that is not of God, not the belief of, that the worship of the God Jesus Christ is, against God. Okay, it's satanic. Anyways, in this music video of District 9, color green actually means they're witches. Okay, they really love the color green because um uh, they're they're saying that they're witches, and also they're chameleons. Okay, they're not humans, they can change skin color. And yeah, they look most like the green. Okay, these witches and the green bus. And I think this is saying that they're on their way into making it to the top, and also exposing evil. It's actually really satanic. Okay, I've seen the video of this one, and it's like Satan. It's the way of Satan. Trying to knock into your life. Do not let him do that. Okay, and he's forcing his way into a place. Okay, and it's disgusting. District 9 is actually is this a pretty beat song? And if so, still, even if it's not a pre-debut song, it's still the most satanic thing I've ever seen. Out of all their um music videos, this is the most satanic thing, okay, that I've ever seen in their music videos, because it promotes the mark of the beast, the 666, you know, and Apollyon is uh Apollyon means sun, okay, and it means 666, and he is the Antichrist, and anyone that worships the beast and the beast system, the new world order, will go to hell, especially if they take the mark of the beast in their right hand or in the forehead. And in this one, he has the mark of the beast on his hand, and he's doing a barcode. God said it in the you know when these things will come, Apollyon will force people to take this mark, and you can't buy or sell if you don't have this mark. Okay, and anyone that does this thing will go to hell with them. And suffer. And suffer the plagues that God will pour out to the world, and also send them to hell forever to be tortured and suffer there. And yeah, do not idolize Stray Kids, especially if you see a lot of their videos, influencing people um to these disgusting abomination things. Okay, they want to send you to hell with them, so do not support them. Okay, some of these K-pop fans said, oh, the Stray Kids music videos is very interesting because they're actually telling you truth. No, it's not. Okay, they may tell you some truths, but they have hidden agendas. Okay, and they're trying to desensitize you to it, to accepting it. Do not accept it. Okay, it's fucking disgusting. Okay, anyone that um worships or idolizes or lusts after these K-pop idols, especially Stray Kids, they're gonna burn in hell. Okay. I always thought that BTS was the most satanic K-pop group. No, it's actually Stray Kids. Okay, it's the most disgusting group I've ever seen. And I regret even following this tears in the past. I really fucking regret it. Okay. So, anyways, yeah, that's the mark of the beast. Yeah, and this so-called Matrix thing. Matrix is also they do some kind of karmic release, so that they will not get their karma. They tell some truth, but also, the Matrix, the main character there is actually Neo, right? It actually means Apollyon because there's an EO in his name. Okay, they love the NEO, Neo word, which means Apollyon. They still worship Apollyon. Apollyon is the main character of every movie. Okay, and it's fucking disgusting. And and anyways, yeah, and a lot of these K-pop idols and even these Hollywood celebrities or anyone in general, they really love to dance, in places with water, to make it seem like they're walking on water. It's to mock God, Jesus Christ, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's to mock God, Jesus, because Jesus walked on water, and they try to imitate it. The a lot of the producers of their songs are satanic. Okay, they're Satanists, they're Freemasons, and they know what they're doing. I've always thought that some of these music videos is they just try too hard to look cool, but no, they do subliminal things. You think that, oh, it's just nothing. There's nothing. It's just them dancing, but it's not. Okay, every single music video and mostly every second of the video, they're mocking God. Okay, they're throwing some Freemason hand signs. It's fucking disgusting. Okay, and also mirroring people. And I'm pretty sure in this music video, it's about them, trying to climb into the, steps of Freemasonry. The first step, you're not, yeah, a high Mason, but as you go further, as you walk, at the stairs, you're gonna go higher. And this means that, every single K-pop idol, every single, famous person are doing these things. Some kind of ritual to them. And the highest Freemason level would be a 33rd degree Freemason. And, you know, um, it's satanic, okay? Every single music video is just satanic. And especially this one, the most satanic thing I've seen out of all, okay? They make it seem that it's so cool. It's not cool, okay? And yeah, these K-pop idols, yeah, they do a lot of these stare music video things to say that, oh, we're gonna go to the top. Okay, we're gonna reach the top and be a top Freemason, be rich and famous in this world. It's disgusting, okay? GYP and all Korean K-pop group companies, they know what they're doing. They're all Freemasons. They all are pagans and Satanists and worship Apollyon the Destroyer, the Antichrist, and they're Antichrist themselves. Okay, so then do not give those things money and attention. What you should focus more is your soul. How are you gonna be saved? Okay, and not worry about these things. Oh no, they're not getting any views, they're not getting any love. What the fuck are you thinking? Okay, worry about yourself. Worry about your salvation. Worry about these other true followers of God that are being persecuted, and help other people that are starving or really need help. Okay, and not these things. Okay, these things are rich. Okay, they're occultic, and they're not humans. Okay, and I don't, there's so many symbolism about mirrors and those things. I need to research more on these. The symbolism about the mirror thing. Like do a lot of these things. But anyways, um, them growing up, there's a lot of songs that have a lot of satanic meaning. Okay, and I'm pretty sure they release a bit of a not so Freemasonic, but every single video I'm pretty sure they always flash the same hand signs, the Freemason thing, and it's disgusting. Anyways, especially this one, the song that they promote heavily, um, it has a lot of satanic meaning. Okay, just the lyrics itself, nah, 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 nah. Yeah, it's a magic word. Okay, it's like some kind of hypnosis that they do to brainwash the people, and it's also Greek, and they're doing magic spells. Okay, disgusting. And also they always need to flash the 666, you know, the 666 number, mark of the beast. The AOK sign. It's not an AOK sign. It's actually another 666 sign, hand sign, and rocket bunny, and yeah, the bunny, okay, the rabbit is actually symbolized in Freemasonry, and the worship of Apollyon, as I'm pretty sure this means that they're prostitutes, okay, and they always do the M hand sign, which means Hitler does that thing a lot, okay, and I'm pretty sure they're part of the so-called Aryan race, which is the Tears, which is the half human, half angels, fallen angels rather, um, you know, uh, you know, bloodline. It's fucking disgusting. And mostly they shapeshift a lot. Like what happened to your hands? Yes, they're shapeshifting. Yeah, a lot of these music videos, you can see them like having some holographic glitch where they can't maintain their human form. Okay, and it's really really scary. And they're prostitutes. They basically just do these things. And yeah. And also, yeah, they always promote these types of body types, but still, I personally I haven't seen a real biological man, and most of these bodies are just unique, made by men bodies, and um but anything that they promote in the media, I'm pretty sure this one is also a tear, this one is also hermaphrodite. Yeah, but they have the same or similar body structure as humans, so it's quite hard. It's really quite hard to tell if they're a tear or not, because they look so identical to us. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm pretty sure this look is actually, signifying that they're homosexuals. He is interested sexually to these so-called hunk guys at the back. Yeah, every single music video, there's actually a perverted sexual meaning to it, and it's disgusting. Okay, and they say that, oh, we're for kids, um our music videos are rated PG. No, rated G, which is general for everyone. No, it's not. There's so many disgusting subliminal things that they do. Okay, I'm pretty sure the 223, number at the back actually means, skulls and bones. But we just make it that the number 2 is the first one to be seen. 223. But it's actually 322. Pretty sure that is what it means. And I'm not sure about the other numbers in the back. Maybe it equals to 1,000, which means, worship of Apollyon, the destroyer. But anyways, do not listen to what they say, okay? Just follow my lane, which actually means that they're making you, go to the narrow and straight path, that lead it to destruction. And there's actually a Bible verse about that. So there's actually a Bible verse for that in Matthew 7:13-14. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. So yeah, they are, stray kids are leading you to the way of destruction, which means going to hell with them. And many there be which go in thereat, because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and a few there be that find it. So it means that there be a lot of people that will go to hell, and only a few people will go to heaven. Only a few, will find it, the way to heaven. Narrow. No, I'm so sorry. Okay, it actually means that if they follow these K-pop, you know, groups and idols, Hollywood celebrities, for wide is the gate. Their way is really wide. Their gate is wide, and broad is the way. It's really broad, and which leaded to destruction. Uh, that's why there's this thing called Broadway. Straight way to go to hell, and many there be which go in the rat. So because straight is the gate, God's path is straight and narrow, uh, is the way which leadeth unto life, and there be that find it. So yeah. Anyways, do not follow the ways of the heathens, the pagans, okay? Or you'll go to hell with them. I'm pretty sure, this the color of what they're standing, pretty sure it represents hell, okay? Now, there's actually, a fire that has the same color as this one, fire and brimstone. Yeah, it's like if they're just saying in their lyrics that if just follow my lane, you will go to hell with them. And also, there's so many Freemason symbolism. The checkered board, black and white symbolism. Yeah, um, it's them, saying you're Freemasons, and they flash the Freemason symbolism everywhere. Okay, and Freemasonry is cursed, okay? It's cursed by God, and anyone who are part of Freemasonry, they're cursed, okay? And if they don't repent, they will go to hell. But I'm not sure about these terrors if they could repent and have the chance to go to heaven. I don't know. A lot of people said that they're really damned, or they're just trying to lead you to hell because if they just like Satan, there's no chance for him to be saved, or go to heaven. So, anyways, voices. I'm pretty sure just the thumbnail. Okay, they know. This song was released in August of 2018. I don't know. They released this one in 2018, and they're wearing masks. They're wearing masks. They know what they're doing. Okay, they know a lot of things. Okay, they're predictive programming you. But even though um. a lot of these so-called flus, these viruses like COVID-19, you know they know that these things are gonna happen. They plan these things actually, but uh it still maybe I'm pretty sure they didn't expect, like maybe in the year 2828, the COVID vaccine, I mean the COVID virus thing. um Pretty sure a lot of them, wicked terrors, wicked people, they're punished by God, okay? And um swift God, God is really the God of justice and the perfect God, because um, they will, is the enemies and all evil people. Um, their destruction is, fast. Okay, Sudden destruction. Okay, I think that's what it means. And they're doing these things because they know that another things like this, like a virus will come. They know they're doing predictive programming. That's why they show a lot of these things. Anyways, to the sounds I can hear to the end, I close my ears. And also, they really love like showing tower symbolism, which means um remember Tower of Babel? Yeah, they're showing that symbolism, and they're saying that they're terrorists. Okay, that they're the ones who are creating the you know especially the triangle Egyptian places, those buildings. Pretty sure terrorists are the one who are making those things, and they want to show off things that they are doing. And also, this one is also predictive programming about the 5G thing. Yeah, and their backgrounds. Pretty sure there's a lot of satanic meaning into it. And them saying, "Don't try to change me, okay? We're evil." They're just evil, okay? And that's just who they are, okay? Since they are evil, okay? Do everything else you like, And in this lyrics, it's like the belief of Aleister Crowley, the founder of Satanism, which means do as thy will, which means do evil, like an anarchy thing, like just doing evil. It's disgusting. And I'm not sure about this one about MIA. um I don't really want to like give so much attention to every single thing that they posted. I just want to expose the things that are very obviously satanic, and and I think that they promote so much that influences people to idolizing them and expose them. And what is this song about? I don't know. Oh yeah, saying this music video, yeah, the lyrics like saying I am you, I am um the same as humans. No, they're not. Okay, they're tears. Okay, they can never relate to us. Okay, most of these tears, most of rich people, they're tears. Okay, they're half human, half angels, half fallen angels rather. They're rich. Okay, because they're loved by the world. Okay, because we're actually the aliens here. But not those aliens that are non-humans, like the ones who doesn't really belong to the world. Yeah, no, yeah, like God said in the Bible, because you do not belong to the world, because the world is evil. Okay, the world is infested with so many tares. They're the ones ruling the world, and um, we are not like them. Okay, we are humans, and they are demons. And get cool. Okay, this one though, I want to expose this one. Get cool, because there's so many satanic symbols in here. Okay, just look at the title. So they're always, you know, and also yeah, they're shapeshifting. um, they can't really maintain their human form a lot most of the time. And also yeah, just every every video they always flash this magic thing, and magic is not real. And most the reason why they love Harry Potter so much is because it's lying. Okay, magic is lying. Okay, it's deception. And you know um fortune teller cards. Yeah, they're promoting sorcery. Okay, they're promoting magic. Fortune teller, this is an abomination to God, doing fortune telling. And do not have anything to do with it, and they're promoting it. It's fucking disgusting. And see, they love the spears. Britney Spears, and Apollyon. Um, there's him picture, then drawings of him like using a spear, and I'm pretty sure like it's some kind of Apollyon worship thing. So, anyways, yeah, they always promote homosexuality in their music videos. Like, I'm pretty sure this means sodomy. Okay, it's fucking disgusting. Yeah, it's this means sodomy, okay? And a lot of perverts, like these kinds of things and why they do these things, okay? Pretty sure they're doing sodomy, you know, dance moves. It's fucking disgusting, okay? They do a lot of these K-pop idols. They do a lot of orgies, okay? And it's their ritual, okay? Because this is part of Satanism. It's fucking disgusting. That's why I stay away from these things, okay? Yeah, pretty sure this one's ew, so disgusting. This means sodomy, okay? Okay, they're sodomizing each other, doing gay butt sex. Yeah, this is the rituals that they do. It's fucking disgusting. Ew. I also noticed that a lot of them in this music video, they're wearing, some kind of robes, like those clothes from Harry Potter, and they're acting like Harry Potter, which is a magician, a sorcerer, a witch, a wizard, a warlock. Yeah, they're wizards, they're magicians, and magic is lying. That's why some of them, can get away with stuff because they lie. If they commit a crime, they lie about it and bribe the other tears, to make it seem that they're innocent. But God will come back, and God sees everything, and He will punish these disgusting things that are doing evil and wicked things. Okay, yeah, they're mostly shape shifting in their music videos, and it's fucking scary actually. Um, People should not watch these music videos. But anyways, if you really need to do it for the purpose of exposing them, then do it and show them these things, okay? Show them who they truly are, who they really are, what they actually look like. They're demons, okay? They're shapeshifters. And look at the hands of this thing, the face of this thing. They're shapeshifting and they're hexing you, okay? They're trying to cause harm on you. They're trying to cast a spell against you to, idolize them. It's so scary. What the hell? Like, look at the fucking hands. It's shapeshifting. Look at them. Look at them. Is this not human? How can people think that these things are human? Oh my goodness, that's so fucking scary. People will say, oh, they're just Asians. No, they're tears, okay? They're not humans, they're shapeshifters. Oh, especially this one, okay? Um, Straykids. What the fuck is the title of the song? Oh shit. Anyways, there it is. Okay, I just want to mention, okay, I really don't want to share this one, but um, I was attacked by them again, and there was a dark, there was some kind of, you know, dried up blood, which means I'm pretty sure it's some, it was a scar, okay, left from where they injected me, and I'm pretty sure they're injecting disgusting things again, chemicals in my body. I'm pretty sure it's heavy metal again, and I hate it. Okay, these demons, they're gonna pay for what they did. Okay, God is gonna punish all of them for doing this, you know first level attempt murder. Yeah, I've seen it a lot of times. Okay, and God is gonna punish them. Okay, anyways, Stray Kids, you know, what is the title of this again? Anyways, see, they're always promoting homosexuality. Okay, and even though they didn't really kiss, but they're still giving the impression that they're homosexuals. Okay, they're kissing each other. If they claim to be men, then why would you try to you know act like this? It's promoting the LGBTQ homosexuality. Okay, it's fucking disgusting. And now, OXOXOXOXO. Okay, that actually means Apollyon. Okay, Apollyon means X, and it also means sun. They're worshiping. Every single music video, they're always worshiping Apollyon, the destroyer, the Antichrist. Okay, and they're Antichrist themselves. And XOXO, it's they're worshiping Apollyon, and it's fucking disgusting. Even on their dance steps, they're making an X sign. You know, And also, yeah, they shape a lot in these music videos, and it's fucking scary. Okay, how demonic they look. The fuck is this shit? This is not human. This ain't human. Oh my gosh, he looks like an alien here. Fucking disgusting. Feel dizzy a little, just pick one. It's disgusting. Life on the south and north poles. Yeah, he's shape shifting. Look at his face. And yeah, doing the XO, the X, satanic symbolism. Okay, I just want to go back a little bit. Um, so yeah, that's for the music video. You know, what's inside the videos that I think, are satanic. There's a lot, but I just want to mention the, things that are obvious. Also, Chronosaurus. Okay, let's talk about the music video MV. Oh wait, let's talk about this one first. Chronosaurus. I'm pretty sure this is a song about time. Okay, chrono means time, and Chronos is actually the name of the brother or whatever sister, because they're hermaphrodites. Of Aphrodite. You know, the brother of Aphrodite, which is Hermes, which is considered as the or worshipped as the god of time. But they can't really control time. They can't go back in time. They can't stop time. They can't make the time go faster. It's just them, claiming to be gods, but even though they're not. And only God, Jesus Christ, is a true God. Okay, and they try to change the dates, the times, the calendars, but they will never be able to change, you know, the time, that is running. Anyways, I'm pretty sure this song is about their anxieties, their depression. You know, these demons get depressed and sad too, and they have human emotions because God has given these demons, fallen angels, free will, and they can do, you know and like do things like humans, like having free will, choosing what to do. Okay, but anyways, I'm pretty sure this is them, like um them saying that we are scared because our time is running out. Okay, and God Jesus Christ will come back soon and is gonna send us all to hell. And yeah, that is what the song means. Okay, and they can't do anything to stop this. So yes, that is the means in the song Chronosaurus. Anyways, in this song Miro is also very satanic. Okay, and why is there a white man here? I'm pretty sure this means the white people, they're actually most of these the elites, which are the evil principalities that rules in this world. Um, uh, they're mostly they're not really, they're also Asians, but it's mostly white people. Because the Western elite that there's a lot of has the money and resources and everything. Especially in America. I'm pretty sure America is the new Babylon. Yeah, 100% sure. And this is the music video where they're saying that, oh, we're gonna please these rich elite Freemasons to get money. Okay, that is what it means. Yeah, they are slave to them. And them saying that, oh, the our money, our profit from doing this K-pop thing comes from the fans. No, it's not. Okay, the main people that they want to please is these things. The one who owns a lot of the world's you know resources and money. Okay, they're the ones controlling everything. They have all the money and resources in the world. So anyways, the fans are just a second place of income to them. Okay, do not believe anything that they say. Okay, the reason why they show a lot of these so-called rich occultic Freemasons and tears, it's because they're actually trying to please them, and their way is sending people to hell by subliminally sending messages and making people idolize these idols, you know, to send people to hell, and that is what makes us rich tears happy, okay? And they give them money if they're able to do that. And notice there is always the lion symbolism, which means Satan. Satan is the lion, okay? And as well as Apollyon, the destroyer. And they are, uh, evil. Satan is like a roaring lion waiting for someone to devour. Anyways, also a lot of their shirts, or a lot of the things that they wear, it has actually a lot of occult meaning, Freemason, satanic meaning. Mason, actually, I'm not really sure about this one, but I'm pretty sure it's Freemason. Okay, Mason, and these Freemasons. And Kitsune actually is a Japanese word which means fox, and a lot of them are foxes. Okay, some of them can shapeshift into fox. That's why they love the fox symbolism so much. And foxes are unclean animals, and they're cunning. Okay, they're sly, and they're evil. I think that is what it means in this music video. And also notice how a lot of them are wearing this clothes that has a cheetah or a leopard, print, which has a black spots. And yeah, I'm pretty sure it means what that means. Is they're better-sex kitten. They're prostituted. They're used as sexual you know things. Their bodies. They're just mostly doing sexual services for the elites. Yeah, and mostly the lyrics across the mountain, across the mountain, across the river, across the river. I'm pretty sure they're preparing you for when God Jesus Christ comes back. Um, the mountains are actually gonna melt. That's why they're doing this kind of anarchy thing. This one world religion thing. I'm pretty sure this music video is about the dystopian thing about in the future, where a lot of these terrors and evil, wicked Freemasons and people try to fight against God. And God comes back. That's why you see a lot of symbolisms here in these music videos, and there's like people wearing masks like this, scary masks. To they love wearing masks, and um, it has a satanic meaning. Okay. City jungle. That's why they always think that they're predators, okay? Because they are brute beasts. They're not humans. They're just pure evil, okay? These terrors. And they think that, they're predators. They are carnivorous. Yeah, they eat humans food. They eat human babies. And, they think that, can devour anything in the world, especially humans. It's fucking disgusting, okay? Uh, Anyways, we're going higher in the next city, looking down the buildings, fly all day, and yeah, it's shape shifting in this video too. And it looks like an obvious botched lesbian. So there's actually um Free Martin eunuchs made by men who has square faces, but I'm pretty sure this one is not human. Okay, there's things there. I see this one shape shift a lot, and also they really love the X symbolism, which means sun and 666. They really worship Apollyon in every single thing that they do, okay? Especially in these music videos. They make it seem like there's some kind of conspiracy theories that, oh, we're actually doing something good. But no, it's not. They just make it seem like they're doing good, but it's not. And also, they always have to, like, promote sodomy everywhere. Why do you have to, jump like that and, have that camera angle on your butt? Pretty sure this means sodomy, okay? And, whoa, higher, I'm gonna go over there. And also notice the T-Rex symbolism, and also the inverted triangle symbolism. I'm pretty sure this is like talking about them. The triangle of fame. Was it the Illuminati star? Okay, notice how this other one is also wearing a triangle. You know, so yeah. So yeah, notice how they're throwing money into them, which means that their main audience, their main targets are actually the elite, so that to give the money, and for them to achieve that is to, you know, do evil, make people idolize them, and promote satanic and wicked things like the LGBTQ, homosexuality, gay sex, and sending people to hell by making people idolize them and support their disgusting plans. Yes, see, they're laughing. It's like, yeah, we actually like what you're doing, and mostly they're prostitutes. Okay, they prostitute themselves to this rich elite, you know, Freemasons. Yeah, and notice, the better sex kitten clothing, leopard better sex kitten. It means that these things they're being prostituted. Being used as sex slaves by these things, that the ones that gives them money. That is what this means, okay? I've always thought that it's just a try hard, really cringy music video that tries to, act cool, but it's not. Every single, second of this video, okay, now that, I've researched a lot more about these types of things, especially in Hollywood, it's just the same as Hollywood, okay? And every single music video actually has a really disgusting meaning, okay? Hidden subliminal things. Anyways, yeah, the shape shifting. The fuck is this shit? Fucking scary. I see this one is wearing a triangle sign and a T-Rex, and it means that it's probably the time where a lot of these T-Rex, these dinosaurs, which are unclean animals, hybrid, you know, experiment, just like in the days of Noah, they're making these animals that are not made by God, and I think they're saying that these things are back, and these things are now present, but they're just hiding it. Yeah. Anyways, just look at his hands. It's fucking scary. Okay, they're shape shifting most of the time, and look, he looks like an. They looks like a snake here, and they have really weird faces. Okay, they look so inbreed. Well, they only marry themselves actually. A lot of them, they're cousins and siblings. They marry each other, and mostly their kids are IVF babies, and they're not made by God, so that's why they look like shit. And they're demons, and yeah. They have evil spirits because they have the Nephilim spirit, demon spirits that are inside them. And I try to set them up and I stump them up higher. Anyways, I actually made this one as a high, you know, quality for the video and watching this one in the highest possible level. But you can still see that they're shape shifting. They really love tiger symbolism so much. They think that they're lions. They think that they're tigers. And they think that they're the um the ones who are leading and they're scary like a lion or a tiger. Going higher in the next city, looking down, the buildings fly all day. Why the reason why they always show in these buildings is actually, it's actually them, saying that they're Freemasons, Freemason buildings with, Freemasonic designs. We're gonna, whatever. So yeah, there's a video where they show a type of a bird. I'm pretty sure this is talking about Hermes, which is, Hermes is actually the eagle, okay? A brother of, sister of Aphrodite, which actually is the eagle. And there's actually, a club called the Eagles. That's why they love the eagle, because it represents Hermes, the god of time. But he's not a god, okay? He's just a false god. It's pagan, okay? And also, I don't know if this is an owl or an eagle, but a lot of this bird symbolism like that, like the eagle and the owl, is actually based of the Antichrist and pagan gods and goddesses. And it's fucking disgusting. Okay, a lot of them shape shift. Whoa, that's with this eye. A lot of them just shape shift. Okay. Notice how this one is a leopard. Feta, Sex Kitten, all of them they're wearing, designs in their clothes with Feta, Sex Kitten, leopard, you know, prostitute signs and symbolism. It's actually what it means, okay? When you see the signs on them, see the clothing or designs on them. Yeah, it's saying that they're prostitutes. Okay, a lot of, these famous celebrities, they're just, famous prostitutes, okay? They mostly do some sexual services to these rich leaders, presidents, politicians, to, to please them. Okay, that's what they usually do, okay? Their incomes from their fans, there's just their second way of getting income, okay? The people are not the ones who have money, okay? It's the government, okay? They control the taxes, they control the money and the world's resources. So yeah, this world is rigged, okay? Only Freemasons and Terrors are allowed to enjoy the things that God has given us. And they're thieves. They are, they're liars, they're deceivers, they're just disgusting things, okay? And I'm pretty sure in this video is like them saying, it's making it seem like, we're actually doing good. We're trying to overthrow this evil and corrupt society. I think that is what his music video is saying. But no, they're part of it. They're part of it. They're just lying to you, making it seem like, oh, trust us, because we're doing something good for humanity. No, it's not. It's only for their own sake. They're selfish reasons. The reason why they're doing this kind of political thing, so that we will be the ones actually ruling and, you know, helping people, but it's not. Okay, they're part of the system. They're part of the New World Order beast system. Do not support them. They're just liars. They're deceiving you. Okay, and lots of thorny vines need to push down my cuts, but there's no time to rest. And also, they always have to do that. Letter M hand sign. Look at it. Look at his hands. Okay, they're part of the Aryan race. The German Aryan race of Hitler. Pretty sure they're part of that bloodline, and they're not humans, they're tears, okay? They're half human, half fallen angels. Okay, all K-pop groups, all, celebrities and Freemasons flash all these satanic signs, okay? Hand signs. Gang signs, yeah. Run through the maze like a beast. They really think that they're beast. Yeah, they are really brute beast, okay? They're just so evil, okay? Run through the maze like a beast. And, Miro, pretty sure it's actually about talking about, amazes. And the amaze is actually, as a Freemasonic evil meaning. And look at the people wearing with masks, scare masks, and they're laughing, okay? Pretty sure, these are their handlers that are watching them from the back, you know, making them, always telling them what to do, the shadow things that are telling them what to do. And also in this song, Victory's song, they always flash the black and white symbolism too. It's part of Freemasonry. And this was uploaded in April 8, 2019. And I'm pretty sure at this time, um, they did a lot of agendas, okay? And them saying Victory song is actually pretty sure it's a song about, Apollyon the Destroyer, the Antichrist. Listen to this Victory song. Okay, look at his hand signs. Why do you have to do that hand sign? Okay, the devil horn sign. This means that they're Satanists. Okay, they know what they're doing. They're hand signs. It's satanic. Like is it this one? See, this one is doing the 666 sign. Mark of the beast sign. It's just people say it's just a okay sign. No, it's not okay. They know what they're doing. They're Satanists. Victor song. Yeah, Victor song. And also this one is showing you a jet plane. Okay, I've seen a lot of these drones that looks like that. Okay, and they're attacking you with direct energy weapons, which means uh you know this electronic attacks. I jump in a fight, I can win anyway, roll them all. And they always show you buildings that are, made by Freemasons. And I'm pretty sure, the smoke that comes out from this plane or these jets. Pretty sure they're spraying people with heavy metal, toxic chemicals. Yeah, they're always spraying us. They're slowly killing us through these things. They always spray those things. I don't know what kind of disgusting things they're putting into those things that they release in the air, in the sky. It's either aphrodisiac or whatever, just discussing things that will slowly kill humans if they ingest or inhale those chemicals. Yeah, they're always spraying us like bugs. We're not bugs, but we're humans, but they're slowly killing us. And I jump in a fight, I can win them anyway. Yeah, they're showing you, their weapons, of warfare, like just jet planes. And see, they're always flashing the devil horn sign. And devil horn sign, and look, it's shapeshifting. Look at this guy's mouth. It looks so fucking weird. They all look so weird, okay? They're they're so ugly. They're not like humans who are beautiful, made in the image of God. Oh yeah, undefeated. Okay. Apollyon the Destroyer is actually the undefeated warrior, okay? And yeah, I'm pretty sure this song is about Apollyon, okay? They're paying homage, or you know, making a song, praising and worshiping Apollyon, the undefeated. And yeah, the song is about Apollyon. And also notice how big his butt is. I've seen a lot of female who have the same body type as this. It's a woman. This is not a man. This is a female butt, big butt. But okay, there's this thing. Okay, yes, it does have a female skeleton. And if you're human, and you have a female skeleton, then that means you're a human. And there are also eunuchs too. But if you're human, okay, a real biological man and woman, if you have a female skeleton, it means you're a woman. And if you have a male skeleton, you have a male gender. And these things, they're hermaphrodites, okay? Um, Even if they have like female skeleton, they can act as a mom or a dad, okay? Can act as both genders. But mostly, they're hermaphrodites. They both have the male and female genitalia. They both have a penis and a vagina. Okay, and this one can give birth. This one has a vagina and also can impregnate, you know, someone. And these things are disgusting. Okay, it's just an abomination, hermaphrodite. And I don't want anything to do with this thing. Anyone that says that, oh, you're in love with the Hyunjin Straykids, you want to marry, be his girlfriend, or be his friend, or have sexual relationship with him. No, fuck you. Okay, I hate Stray Kids Hyunjin and all K-pop idols and K-pop groups, and I would never have sex with this thing. Disgusting. Okay, now that I know the truth, yeah. I would never have anything to do with these things. I would ask God, for protection so that I can get away from these things, and these things will not be able to enter into my life to, stalk me or harm me and my family. Okay? I rebuke all of them, and I hope that, they be cursed and punished by God for, falsely accusing me of being in love with this thing. Okay? And anyone that forces me to be in a relationship with them, anyone doing these gang stalking tactics against me, you saying, oh, you're in love with Yunjin, you're doing infidelity or adultery because you're married to him, and we're punishing you, and you should go back to him and be in a sexual or really in a relationship with him. I rebuke those people, and I hope that they will be punished and cursed. They be cursed and punished by God Jesus Christ for falsely accusing me and, forcing me into these things, these labels and these disgusting words that they say against me. Okay? And if Stray Kids Yunjin, all these K-pop idols will force themselves against me, like force me to be um, their, to be married to them, have sexual relationships with them, be friends or have anything to do with them. I would never be friends with these things. I will never have anything to do with these things, okay? I hope that they get cursed and punished by God. Okay, this I pray in God Jesus Christ's name. Amen. I want to protect myself against these things. I want to run away when I see these things in real life. Okay, and I always pray to God Jesus Christ to always protect me against these things so that they will not enter into my life. It will be so far away from me that they can't get close to me. Okay, and anyone that any of these things, Straykids Union and all these fans and all these disgusting greedy pigs that are trying to enter into my life to harass me. I pray that they get punished. And anyways, notice the hand signs. They're doing the X symbolism. X sign means satanic. Okay, it means Apollyon. And notice their faces. Oh my goodness, that's not human. It's not human. Especially this one. What the fuck is with that thing? Look at its mouth. And he has really big mouth. And oh, is that a tongue? They really are reptilians. What the actual fuck? Yeah, they are really demons. Okay, and they're not humans. Okay, and look at its tongue. It's so long. The fuck? This is fucking scary. And notice how it's doing the devil horns fine. Listen to this victory song. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this song is actually a song about Apollyon the Destroyer, the Antichrist. You know, haven't learned to be afraid of failure. Yeah, Chronosaurus, why does time run to me so fast? Yeah, their anxiety. They have anxieties because the time is getting closer for them. Especially these tears. Apollyon to be, sent to hell and be punished for all the evil crimes. Okay, Double Knot. I'm not sure about this one. And I don't really care about their music videos. When I just, I was like, tricked into watching their music videos because of their stupid fans. I was never really interested into it. And, um, pretty sure in every music video they have so many satanic and Freemason symbolism formed against them. Put from and on them. Two moons. I don't know what this means, but pretty sure they're still worshipping Apollyon, who is also Aphrodite, and also known as the moon goddess. And anyways, the sun symbolism. They're showing you clips of the sun. Which means they worship the sun, Apollyon. And this. I'm pretty sure this. Um, dance steps, choreography of them, holding each other. It's actually talking about the beast system, and the person in the back is probably representing Apollyon, who is the Antichrist, who rule the world and wreak havoc and destruction to the world. And okay, this is the beast system. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is what it means. And also Levanter. Yeah, there's still Hermes. They worship Hermes too, the eagle. Or is this an owl or an eagle? Because the owl is actually Apollyon, Aphrodite, and the eagle is Hermes. I'm pretty sure this music video, them saying I feel the light," means that they're really depressed and anxious because their time is coming. Okay, and they do subliminal messages, subliminal signs in their music videos. Notice the falling stars. Yeah, God said in the Bible, like in the last days, the star will not shine. The sun, there is going to be a 3 days darkness. The sun will not, um, shine, and the stars will fall from heaven. This is what it means actually in the last days. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this song is actually doing predictive programming about what will happen in the future. And I don't know about the purple grass. I'm pretty sure it's telling it's them, the tears, it's them, the tears, and yeah. And I'm pretty sure this is a symbolism for the gate of hell. I don't know. They love portals. Okay, they try to open portals to open, gates for demons to enter. As soon as I broke away from me, I can see myself everything all before my eyes. I don't know what this means. But anyways, next is astronaut. I'm brave. I'm great. Pretty sure they're talking about, still Alexander the Great, Napoleon. Anything is possible no matter what they do. Okay? And doing the 666 A-OK sign, satanic. And, in this music video, I'm pretty sure the fans are actually speculating before, them saying that a lot of them are already cloned. But they've always been cloned of each other, okay? So I don't know about the robot toy thing, but they're them saying that this is the other version of this thing that are this clone. But every single one of them is cloned. They're not humans, okay? So anyways, gone days. Pretty sure this is a play on the Destroyer. There's all teachers, and this was released in 2019. I'm pretty sure this is predictive programming about what will happen to the world. This a lot of schools, you know, got locked down, and I'm pretty sure the reason why this title this one as Gone Days because things like this, the old normal is gone, okay, and the new normal, like the new things, the world is not the same as before, okay, and every decade they do this different agendas, okay. And I'm pretty sure this is predictive programming of what's gonna happen in 2020. And I'm pretty sure this is Apollyon the Destroyer, half man, half horse. Yeah, Apollyon is gonna, ride a horse in the future. It's also a hybrid of an animal can shapeshift into animals. And I'm pretty sure this is also like a sexual meaning. But I'm not gonna say anything too much about it. I don't want to talk about it too much. And I'm pretty sure this one is released in 2020. I'm pretty sure this song is actually called. I don't know what this song is called. Pretty sure something has to do with the top. Yeah, I remember like Stray Kids was um you know making a song of it for a webtoon to get an animated show, and the anime was really really blasphemous, satanic, okay, it's garbage, it's an abomination. So a lot of these webtoons, I hate a lot of webtoons, I hate webtoons, okay, and also anime, because it's just worshiping Apollyon. Notice how in a lot of these shows, okay, that are deemed as for kids, it's not for kids, okay, it's so sexual, so perverted, it corrupts people, okay, and I was a victim of it, and but God set me free. That's why I am not in bondage to it anymore. I'm not watching those things anymore. But anyways, that show about the webtoon is actually talking about the Tower of Babel, and it's fucking disgusting. Why? Because it's actually saying that they were able to build the tower, Tower of Babel, and reach heaven. It's fucking it's fucking disgusting. Okay, it's an abomination. Nobody should watch that shit. Anyone that promotes this thing is a Satanist and a Freemason tear, and they're disgusting. Okay, and Stray Kids making a song about that one. They know what they're doing. Okay, they're mocking God. These tears, these Freemasons, these evil people, they're always mocking God. Okay, and they're gonna be punished for every single thing that they do. Every idle word that they say, they're gonna answer to that in heaven, and they're gonna be punished for it. Okay, I've already seen a lot of them being punished, for all the blasphemy that they do, for mocking God. They're always mocking God. Okay, they hate God. They're disgusting, and in a lot of these music videos, if they are Freemasons, they're always gonna worship Apollyon and mock God. They want people to mock God too, so that they could send them to hell with them, and it's disgusting. Okay, and Tower of Babel, that show, it's disgusting. Okay, do not watch that webtoon or any webtoons. Okay, and in this music video that they made, It's actually, the cracking of the mirror is actually, you know, uh, a crack in the, the thoughts of a person because of, you know, the manipulation and psychological, problems created from the mind, and it's fucking disgusting. They're mocking people, okay? You see the crack mirrors, and also, a lot of these K-pop groups, they do this hand sign, okay, where, one person is, they do this, a pose, okay, this dance steps, and it's actually, promoting, supporting, is them, worshiping, Apollyon the Destroyer, the Antichrist. He has many hands, okay. Now in in India, they worship Shiva the Destroyer. I look at pictures of him. You can see that he has many hands, okay. Apollyon has many hands, like this one. They're paying homage to him. They're worshiping him. Okay, Apollyon. If you see someone doing this, dance step where you can see his many arms, many hands, yes, they're, talking about Apollyon. I noticed this one's fingers. What the fuck is that shit? Yeah, they're shapeshifting. It's fucking disgusting. And yeah, they're always shapeshifting, and they also do sexual things. Notice how he's doing the letter M symbolism in his hand, or also the devil horn sign. Yeah, they're always flashing that thing. They're Freemasons. They're terrors. Okay, they're disgusting. And also, is he like touching his crotch? It's fucking disgusting. They always have to add sexual things. They always have to mock God and also to flash these you know gang signs and saying that they worship Apollyon. It's so fucking disgusting. Okay. Anyways, I think that's all for the video. I don't want to make the video too long. Okay. Do not support K-pop. Okay, there's so many K-pop groups. They always release this garbage shit groups, and they want to want people to idolize them. Do not ever do that. Do not give them money and attention. Okay, they're saying, oh, we we need our fans to feed our ego. To um give us confidence and give us money. Okay, they no, they don't really need their fans. Okay, um, the ones who are funding them are actually the elites. Okay, and the prize, is you. Okay, because the main thing that they do to get money is to send your soul to hell, to make you idolize them. Okay, and your soul is way more precious than money. Okay, do not let them send you to hell. Okay, do not let them take you to hell with them. Okay, save yourself and other people. Tell them, expose K-pop and anything that is satanic and evil in this world that is trying to lead the people astray. I think that there's a reason why they call this group Stray Kids, because they want you to stray from the path of God. Okay, they don't want you to go to heaven. They don't want you to be saved. Okay, they are evil. They're selfish. They only care about themselves. They're liars. They worship the Antichrist. They're Antichrist themselves, and do not love these things. Do not support these things. Okay. I personally hate these things. I don't want anything to do with them. But I don't think we should murder them or kill them. God is the only one who can. God will be the one who will punish these disgusting things. Okay. What we should do, expose them and stay away from them. Do not have anything to do with them. Okay. I would never have anything to do with them. I would never, you know, be in love or have any sexual relationships with them. And I pray that anyone that does these disgusting things, falsely accuse me and force me to be in a relationship with these disgusting things. These Freemasons, these terrors, these K-pop idols. I hope that they get punished. They be cursed and punished by God Jesus Christ. Okay. And anyways, rebuke them. Okay. Um. Uh. God said, in the Bible, resist the devil and he will flee from you. Okay. He will not be able to harass you if you don't let him. Okay, stay away from these things. Anyway, that's all for the video. All K-pop idols, there's so many of these K-pop idols. I can't make a video of every single one of them. just know that these K-pop idols, they're demonic. Okay, they're Freemasons, they're tears, they're not humans. They're clones, they're all IVF babies, and their souls are from Nephilims. These demons. There's these evil things. Okay, and God is not the one who made them, and do not support them. And all these really famous K-pop groups like BTS, Blackpink, and there's so many of them. Okay, there's so many K-pop groups that exist. Okay, I don't want to make a video of all their music videos, you know, exposing them. I just want to say that all K-pop idols, all K-pop groups, even this Korean actors and actresses, influencers, YouTubers, TikTokers, they're all Satanists. They're all Freemasons. They're all terrors. They worship the Antichrist, Apollyon the Destroyer, and they're Freemasons, and they're part of the New World Order, the beast system, and anyone that is part of the whore of Babylon, who supports the whore of Babylon, you know, they will be plagued. Okay, they will suffer the plagues of the whore, and they will go to hell with him. Anyway, so real humans, stay away from these things. Okay, so that's all I'm gonna say. You know, all K-pop groups, their music videos, their influence, even their so-called vlogs and pictures, they always flash the Freemason hand signs, and they're all evil. They all have subliminal messages, promoting evil and Satanism, and um, you know, worshiping the Antichrist. Do not do that. Okay, do not sin against God. Okay, and you rebuke these things. Do not support them. Anyways, that's all for the video. Bye.